Hay sugar is something you should pay attention to if you're going to feed your horses. Sugar content in hay can be an issue.
WheezyWaiter!
Quitting refined sugar for a month was the title of my previous video, and kind of problematic, because it's not 100% accurate, because the way we categorize and make things and ingest sugar is complicated. So today I'm going to attempt to explain what it is that we are doing exactly for a month, as well as describe why certain ways of eating sugar are bad versus the good kind of ways to eat it. But I'm no nutritionist, so I will probably be wrong, but many of you will probably enjoy correcting me in the comments. The number one goal for me in doing this is not to be healthier, it's not to be sexier, how is that possible? It is not to see if what they're saying about sugar is true, although I'm interested in that too. It is to feel better, so that I can have more energy, so that I can be more productive for you and me and this eagle. To the eagle's detriment. I like punching eagles. And there are many of you that say all this talk about sugar being bad for you is just the latest health fad, and like many other health fads in the past, it should be equally ignored. I mean, it's certainly possible. Science has been wrong in the past, but I am going to find out for myself by the end of this month how I feel. And I'm also not going to have a cigarette. A YouTuber by the name of Hank Green just put up a video about what is added sugar over on his channel, Hankschannel. As far as I know, that's the only thing he does on the internet. I think it's entirely a coincidence that he's talking about sugar. We just got sugar on the brain. But in his video, he talks about the confusing ways in which we label sugar on stuff. And his main argument seems to be that all sugars are pretty much the same. Fructose, glucose, sucrose, glucose, that basically they all pretty much chemically do the same things in our bodies. And I'm going with that assumption as well. But from what I read, it seems like added sugar is where we get into trouble. Many foods have naturally occurring sugars in them, and for the most part, we're not giving up that for this month. However, there are things like honey and syrup and agave nectar, which are natural, but just mostly sugar. We are giving up those because that's just a sugar punch in the face. And then there's things like fruit juices, if there is no sugar added, still has sugar that naturally comes from the fruit, but we're still giving that up too, because you're getting the sugar without the benefits of eating the whole fruit. When you eat sugar that has fruit with it, it comes with all the fiber in the fruit, which slows down your metabolism apparently, and doesn't give you a sugar punch in the face. Some fruits do though. Grapes apparently are pretty high in sugar. So what we're giving up basically is foods that, they take the food and then they just take a bunch of sugar and they add it to the food. Or fruit juices, honey, syrup, agave nectar, and other things that we'll have to decide when they come up. But we're also giving up most things that have processed white flour, like white rice, white bread, white pasta, glucose. And the reason for giving up all this extra sugar and white flour is because the body takes it and turns it into energy without getting fiber and vitamins, which causes spikes and valleys in energy and also doesn't fill you up, so it causes you to eat more calories. So in theory, we should have more energy and a better mood throughout the day, but we have to get over the withdrawals of having no sugar. Yesterday, day 4, that was pretty hard. Today I'm feeling a little better though. And ideally after this month, we'll just have better habits going forward. Just looked up a statistic. Who said it? Yeah, who said it? The World Health Organization says your caloric intake should be no more than 10% and probably 5% added sugar. For a 2,000 calorie diet, 5% is 25 grams. For reference, a can of Coke has 39 grams, and apparently the average American consumes 82 grams per day. Now, it's entirely possible you could consume that much sugar your entire life and live a long, happy life. I don't know, but by the end of this month, I'm gonna find out if I feel better. Yesterday, it didn't feel so great. Today, I actually feel pretty good, and if it keeps improving, I might be onto something. Thank you for watching. Sugar-free soda water, but it looks like it has sugar. That's what's important. Support me on Patreon if you'd like to. Or click like and subscribe, or just live your life.